3 updates: Wendy, Felix, and Buddy. Wendy is doing great. She was rescued in the south of Spain last month. She had been living for years on a very confined space, alone. I mean, her life was just solitude. It was like near sensory deprivation. She was also being fed like a chicken. It was just terrible. Her skin was in a complete disaster. Chronic infection, dermatitis. I mean, it was just terrible. Since she arrived to the hospital, her character has changed. She's now a much happier dog. There is no bleeding anymore, and little by little, new hair is coming in her very damaged skin. So this is Wendy. This is how she's doing today. Wendy has a fracture on one of her legs. It's a very old fracture, very badly set. And after her skin has recovered, we will be operating and fixing the fracture. For now, it can wait. So this is Wendy. Felix was rescued last week. He came with very clear signs of having been crushed. I mean, there was no car crash. There were no injuries. There was no bleeding. Usually, when a cat gets run over by a car, there are certain signs that you look, but there was nothing like that in this case. The impact had been from the top, and it had completely shattered the hip. At first, we didn't know how it was gonna work out, but just have a look. This is Felix today.
Vale.
You and me, let's make a deal. Not everything we ever feel, we gotta keep it in the flow. And we gotta let each other know. It's been a while, we've realized that we're about to compromise what we keep.
Finally, Buddy. Buddy's doing just great. What an incredible dog. What an incredible dog. When he arrived to us, he was so sad. Plus his injuries, he was practically paralyzed. As you remember, he was rescued by a lady on a wheelchair, living in a city about 250 kilometers from here. So this is beautiful because this morning, Anna, and that's her name, came to visit Buddy at the hospital. It was so touching. Someone with such a difficult and complicated life, just making the trip for 250 kilometers, that's like 3-hour drive to see Buddy. This is them. It was just beautiful. As you can see, we go the extra mile for each one of our rescues. These are all animals that have been rejected by other organizations. People say, no, we cannot help them, it's too expensive, maybe he won't survive, so why bother, why try? This is the kind of cases we take. People write to us, ask for help, and whenever possible, we help. Please bear in mind that I receive over 300 requests for help every day. It's really very difficult for me to choose which ones you help. I cannot help all of them. Also, they are scattered all over the country and most of the times all over the world. So it's a really complicated process, and I mean, at least at least I know that you're here to help. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Thanks a lot for your commitment to this channel. Please, if you can, consider becoming one of my sponsors. I cannot do all of this without you. You see the kind of surgeries we do, you see the level of complications of all of our rescues. So please, if you can, stop being a spectator. Join us. I've set up a Patreon page. There's a link here. You can click, select the level of support that you can give me, and join me. Save lives with me. Please join me on Patreon. Thank you.